your girl KasTheBestie, and I'm back with a new video. Yes, I know it's been so long since we've spoken. I know I've been posting my reels, but I haven't posted a real video in a while, so I wanted to speak with you guys in regards to people and karma. So sometimes in life we are good people, or so we may say. Sometimes nobody's perfect. We try to do the best that we can, but there's some people who don't live like that. So we have to make sure that we protect ourselves when going through situations when we're dealing with other people, because everybody has their own energy. Everybody has their own life that they lived previously, either to meeting you or during the moments that they haven't met you. So they're obviously either going to have their own good karma or bad karma. Good karma comes in a form of, hey, you lived your life and you worked hard so that you could get to a certain position, and now you're in a certain position and you have benefits coming to you. You have money, you have a house, you can take care of yourself. You're in this position now. While on the other hand of it, you have to make sure you're paying attention when people come into your life and they have their bad karma. Now, bad karma can come up in ways of like temptations, or like not being able to hold solid boundaries with themselves, or being disciplined. Those are things that can be a contribution to bad karma, and those bad karmas can pop up as money issues or being insecure or other things. It's anything that leaves somebody feeling like they're in a lack mindset. And when they're in a lack mindset, they feel like they're missing something from their life. And sometimes people, when they're missing something from their life, they feel like they can get it from you. So we want to make sure that when people are coming into your life, that they are living equally on the same type of frequency as you, that they are happy within themselves as well, just like you, that they respect themselves just like you, that they have boundaries within their own lives just like you. And when I talk about boundaries, it's a matter of, if somebody is in your life, right, and they have a good position in their life, and they always have to give to somebody who's making them be in a bad position, that is causing them to take out someone else's bad karma. And if they bring that over to you, that's gonna take over your bad karma too. Excuse me, my throat chakra. Yes, release it. So all I want to say to you is that you don't want to get yourself caught up in that position. You don't want to be caught up in a position in which you have to take on somebody else's bad karma. You end up in a position where you can't pay your bills. You can't get food in your refrigerator. You can't pay for gas. You don't want to take on other people's bad karma. And you have to also understand, if you're making other people take on your bad karma, it's not just one way. You have to also be self-aware as well, because that is the difference between being selfish and selfless, and also being self-aware. Because when you're self-aware, you'll be able to see something from both perspectives. If you're not able to contribute to a situation just as somebody else's, then you know that you are personally bringing them bad karma because you're taking from them. Now, if you're giving them something in return that is also going to be equally as good for them and help them in another way, then yes, then you know that is a relationship that's not going to be like energy vamping. It's not going to be like somebody sucking the life out of you. Those are the situations you want to be in, because you don't want to be ever feeling like you are missing something in your life, and that when somebody comes around, they are the ones that can give it to you only. You need to be able to provide that happiness for yourself. And that's how when you do that, you do it with getting yourself good karma. You put out into the universe what you want back to yourself. Say if you want to achieve something in your life, like you want to become somebody who is in sports, you have to put in the work so that you can become an athlete. Those are just the things that happen. They say it's manifestation. And it's also, you have to be putting in work with the universe. You could tell the universe all you want. This is what I want. But if you don't also act like it, and you don't walk like it, and you don't talk like it, then it's not going to come, because you don't even believe it. How can you get something if you don't even believe it? So make sure you're also being self-aware with yourself when it comes to your relationships with other people. Sometimes you need to go through a period where you don't speak to people so that you can actually figure out who you are and what you can provide to a relationship with somebody, what is not in your best interest. If you need to be able to save money, what's not in your best interest is to go out and find friends who are out partying, doing this and that every weekend. You want to find people who are also just as goal oriented as you. And even if you don't have those people in the place that you need them to have, you can find them by putting yourself in that position. And that's what I mean by you need to walk it, because when you walk it, you walk yourself into that position. When you talk it, you'll talk yourself into that position when you get there. And then when you are actually embodying it, then you will become it. It just takes that step. You need to be able to coexist with the universe, and that's how you bring on your good karma. But you cannot be investing in things that either are making your life or other people's life miserable and expect for you to get good things out of it, for you to get a good outcome. And if you do get a good outcome, just know that karma will come around somewhere else in your life. It's not going to always hit you in the same place where you put it out into, because bad karma can come from anywhere. It can literally hit you at any time, because sometimes God be like, enough. You thought you was bigger than the program. Sometimes God really will do that to you. So it's like, don't put yourself in that position. Put yourself in a good position. So when good things happen to you, you understand that this is the reason why. It's an action and a reaction. So make sure when you are also intertwining yourself in other people's lives, that when you react with them, the reaction is not something that's not going to be in your best interest, because that's taking from you. So I want everybody to make sure that we are all being aware, having boundaries, because we don't want to set ourselves on somebody else's timeline. You will end up setting yourself on someone else's timeline just by accidentally making a decision that's in their best interest and not in yours, or doing something that they want to do that you don't even like to do. And it's like, you need to be able to vocalize that for yourself. You need to be able to say, okay, I don't like this, but maybe we can do this. That needs to be the conversation. It's not about being difficult or having a debate. It's about both parties being happy in the situation. It's not about being nice or people pleasing either, because people pleasing is really just a form of gaslighting yourself. It's telling yourself that this is something that you can deal with, but you know deep down inside, after a while, you won't be able to deal with that. So there's no point of even trying. You need to be upfront, be intentional with yourself, be sure of yourself, understand who you are, so that nothing will get mixed up, so you don't end up in a timeline that's not yours. You know how many times people go out partying with other people and they're just like, yo, we're gonna go to this party, we're gonna go do this, and then they're like, on a random night, I just got offered some drugs, like, and they were like, I might just try it, and then they were like, I got addicted. That's because you hopped on someone else's timeline. You didn't stick to what you know deep inside is not for you. So this is the reason why we have to be careful, because when we put ourselves in those positions, we make ourselves susceptible to being stuck on their timeline, and they can use that energy. They can become the person who gets out of that energy, mess around, get you addicted, and then now they're not addicted, and then now you're the one who's living a life of addiction, and you're the one who always got to supply the money for them to get their drugs or something like that. It's always going to make you, it's going to bring you down into a position where you were never supposed to be in. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you guys. I missed you guys. I'm going to be way more active. I have so many more messages that I want to teach you guys. I want you guys to be able to understand where I'm coming from, because I want you guys to be able to live a life where you can truly be happy. I don't want you guys to feel like there is no weapons formed against you that shall prosper. I'm trying to tell you, there's no weapons. So don't let anything tear you down, because you are my besties. So over here, we don't have any problems shutting things down. We have boundaries, we respect ourselves, we love ourselves, we have dignity. And if anybody tries to take that away from you, then they cannot be in your life. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's your girl KasTheBestie, and I will check you out again.